friends, it's Jessica here from Three Rivers Homestead, and today is our Azure Standard delivery day. Our drop point is about an hour away, and normally it's a little earlier in the day, but today it's at 5 p.m., which is kind of nice timing, except it falls right around dinner. So I'm rushing around right now to get the kids fed, and I'll show you what we're having here in a minute. And the children are all helping me. They all took a zone in the house, and they're all working to clean it up. So when we get home tonight after 6, and when my husband gets home from work, the house will be all picked up. That'll be a really nice treat for all of us. So let me show you what we're making, and then we'll hit the road, and I will take you with me on our journey to pick up our order. So dinner was pretty simple tonight. I had some leftover chicken from yesterday. It was just some crock pot chicken. And then I cooked some rice noodles and added a bag of organic mixed veggies here with some broth and a couple seasonings like garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. And this will be a good treat for the kids. It had a lot of broth in it, so that gave it some nice flavor. And this will fill them up. And then when we get home tonight, we'll probably need a snack. So, all right, I'm going to get them fed. So our little Benjamin here is just about 11 months, and I've done videos before on how we introduce solid foods, and he's at the point now where he's pretty much eating whatever the big kids eat, with the exception of desserts. Yeah, do you like it? We don't typically start giving our babies sugar or a lot of wheat until after their first birthday, but he has been having some grains. He's had, there's rice noodles in this obviously, so he's having some rice. He's had some oats, just some things like that, and he seems to tolerate it well, so I'm really happy with that, and he is just growing like a weed. Happy little boy, and that's great. Another wonderful, yeah, Dada. Oh yeah, he said Dada. Isn't that, it's always like that. I think I've only had one child that said Mama first. They've all said Dada first. I always tell Adam it's just because it's easier for them to say. But go figure, Mama spends all day taking care of him, feeding him all through the night, and then he chooses to say Dada first. That's always how it is, but no, that's exciting. He's really growing. He's close to walking. He's jibber-jabbering and talking. He's eating like a champ. And yeah, another blessing of this season is that it's warm out. We got the garden planted. I'm feeding you. We got the garden planted over the weekend. All of our tomato plants and pepper plants are in the ground. And now we are just pretty much in maintenance mode. Everything, all the work, the prep work is done, and we just need to maintain everything from here on out. That's a wonderful milestone in the gardening season. The weather is great. Temperatures are now in the lows, in maybe the low 60s or high 50s overnight, and up in the high 70s and 80s during the day here in northwestern Ohio, so that is wonderful. With the change in weather, the kids are spending a lot of time outside, and actually right now they are eating outside. That's one of my favorite parts of warm weather season, is that the mess for meals can stay outside, and it just saves me a whole lot of work, and the kids seem to enjoy eating out there too. So they're finishing up out there. I'm finishing up with Benjamin in here, and as soon as we're done, we need to pack up and hit the road. Ready to go? Yeah. All right. All right, we just got back from the drive from picking up our food, and I'll show you what we got. I'm going to start with this. It is 50 pounds of organic all-purpose flour. This is what David likes to use for baking, and I'll show you this first because I take it directly out of the car, and I'm going to go put it in the deep freezer in the garage. And then I'll head inside and show you the rest of what we got. I forgot to mention, the reason why I put it in the freezer is to kill any potential pests that could be in the grains. So any whole grains or whole bags of grains, even sugar, anything like that goes directly into the freezer, and then it'll stay there for at least 3 days, but ideally a couple weeks, because it'll be until we run out of the other flour that we have. And by the time it comes inside, we'll thaw it for 24 hours, stick it in the bucket, and we don't have to worry about things like weevils and other pests in that. All right, let's go see what else we got. Actually headed back outside first because I forgot that I had got some live plant starts, and this is probably my 4th or 5th year ordering live plant starts from Azure, and these come directly from Oregon, and they are in a truck for over almost a week, and they make it here to Ohio, and these plants always look great. So you can see I got some mullein. I got this because last year when we were dealing with some respiratory illness, this is something that I wished I would have had more of, because that could be helpful, so we're going to plant that. I got some lemon scented bee balm for the bees. And then I got some lavender. I had started from some from seed myself and was worried that they weren't going to do very well. And so I got a little start. So that was part of my order. I'm setting these outside so I can get them watered because I won't be able to get them into the garden until probably tomorrow or the next day. Now I'll show you the rest of the food. All right, and here is the rest of my order. Let me take you through this stuff one by one and show you what I got and why I got it. I've mentioned before that my monthly budget for Azure is approximately $400. That's what I spend. That's the bulk of our grocery budget every month. So, yeah, let me show you what I got. All of this came to right around $400, just FYI. I got a pound of Montreal steak seasoning. This is what we like to use for our burgers and steaks, and grilling season is upon us, so we're going to need a lot of this. And since grilling season is upon us, I got 3 of these packages of cabbage. There was a good deal on that, and my cabbage won't be ready for quite a while. The reason I got cabbage is whenever you grill meat, you want to eat cruciferous vegetables with it. It has something to do with helping to prevent cancer. So I don't have all the exact details. I just know that you want to companion cruciferous vegetables with grilled meat. If you want to learn more about that, then you can look it up. So 3 packages of these, and I'll either make sauerkraut from them, or sometimes I just like to saute it up with a little bacon grease, and it's a good side dish when we have our burgers and steaks. I also got a pound of cinnamon. We are almost out and do quite a bit of baking, and so cinnamon is a necessity around here. Salad season is also almost upon us. We've got lettuce growing in the garden, and pretty soon we'll be eating salads. And I do like to use red wine vinegar to make salad dressing, and sometimes I use our homemade apple cider vinegar, but every once in a while red wine vinegar is a treat, so I thought I'd get some of that for this summer. 5 pounds of dried cranberries, and these are the kind that are sweetened with apple juice. I like that because I can't have sugar on the diet that I'm on, and I like to eat trail mix as a treat sometimes, so if I put these apple juice infused dried cranberries in, I can have the trail mix also. So 5 pounds of organic raisins, also for the trail mix. So I bought this. This is going to be a first for me. These are water kefir grains. As you know, we are a dairy-free family. I can't have dairy kefir. For years, we made kombucha, and my children loved it, and I loved it, and we were like 2 years straight. We had kombucha weekly, without a break, and my children just gobbled it up. But also, I have a couple children who inherited some very bad tooth enamel, just like weak tooth enamel. And the more I read about kombucha and how harsh it is on tooth enamel, I decided that it wasn't a good idea for those children to be drinking it so frequently. So I kind of stopped making kombucha. And then a friend recently on Instagram, her handle there is Provision Farm, was making water kefir, and I had asked her if she liked it and how she liked it compared to kombucha, and she said she loved it. And so I'm going to give it a try. I think that this, since the children love kombucha, they're going to love this just as much. I don't have to worry about caffeine in the water kefir, and it's supposed to be not as acidic and harsh on your teeth as the kombucha. So I will definitely play around with this and do some videos in the future if it's something that I really enjoy. I got a case of this organic tomato paste. Tomato paste is something that I don't can myself. We do all our own sauces. I do a lot of salsa and barbecue sauce and taco sauce, but unfortunately I can never grow enough tomatoes in our garden to can all of our tomato needs. And paste requires a whole lot of tomatoes. So that is something that I buy, and we are almost out. We use this tomato paste to make our pizza sauce, and we eat pizza sometimes once a week. So 2 of these will make a batch of pizza, and that'll get us through for a couple months here. 4 ounces of black pepper, we're almost out. Chocolate is a struggle here, since we are a dairy-free family. Any chocolate that we get for baking, chocolate chips, things like that, it has to be not made from milk chocolate. It has to be dairy-free. And so we do purchase special allergy-free chocolate chips from Azure, but those contain sugar, and so I can't eat them. I'm currently doing the GAPS diet again and can't have sugar. But there are some chocolate treats that I do really enjoy, so I have to buy special dairy-free baker's chocolate that does not have any sugar in it. And so this is for Mama. This is just a little bar that I'm going to use to make myself something here in the future when I'm in the mood for a chocolate treat. Also got a case of organic coconut cream. These are the jars, and in the summer when we want ice cream, since I cannot just purchase dairy-based ice cream or make dairy-based ice cream, I have to use coconut cream to make mine, and that is what these will go for. Approximately 2 cans will make a batch of ice cream for our family. I just add a little bit of frozen strawberries and maybe some raw honey and blend it all together and freeze it, and it makes a really delicious coconut ice cream. I'll definitely share the recipe and process with you this summer when I make it for the children. They will be very excited about this. Back here, I got 1 case of organic ketchup. I believe there are 12 bottles. Elizabeth is my ketchup lover, and she will go through that very quickly. And then I got 1 case of mustard. Gracie is my mustard girl and eats it on everything, and she'll go through that quickly. Normally, I like to buy the larger, big, like bottles of ketchup or mustard that are in the larger containers, but I just wasn't able to do that this time. This is what they had available, and so that's what I went with. Okay, I got 2 cases, which would be 12 jars of this brand of sun butter, which is my favorite. We normally do the Once Again brand that's in the large buckets, and I get 9 pounds at a time, and that I wasn't able to get this time. But honestly, I prefer the taste of this sun butter. I just don't like the fact that I have to buy, 12 plastic containers to get this kind versus I can get it in glass or in a larger bucket that I can repurpose for other things when I get the other time. But this is what we had available to us, and in the summer when we're working a lot outside and we don't feel like eating hot soup and other lunches, I need to have a lot of sun butter on hand to be able to make sandwiches for the children and things. Now, why do we do sun butter, which is sunflower seed butter? My son, who has the dairy allergy, also has an anaphylactic peanut allergy, so peanut butter is not an option for us. We do like other types of nut butters, like cashew butter, almond butter, and those kinds of things, and if I want to make those, or if I want to eat those, I will make them from our stock of bulk cashews or almonds that are in the pantry, but those are very expensive. Cashew butter or almond butter costs a lot more per jar than sunflower seed butter. So since I'm making, we can go through easily this entire jar in 2 meals very easily. So it's just too expensive. We go with the cheaper option, and this is what works for us. And like I said, the flavor of this is actually really pleasant. So. My final purchase for this month, I think in my last bulk purchase, I did our dish soap. Now it was my turn to do our laundry soap. When I'm not making my own laundry soap, which I haven't been lately because I've been very busy with outdoor work, this is the laundry detergent that I like to use. It's Country Save powder. Why I like it is that it comes in this bag versus coming in plastic jugs. I also like it because it is safe for my cloth diapers. It does a great job of cleaning our clothes. I just really like this detergent. So I prefer to make my own and often do that when I have time available, but this I just like to keep on hand for the times when I don't want to make my own, and it is the season of that right now with everything going on in our lives. That is it for my Azure haul for this month. I hope you enjoyed kind of seeing what we purchased. I always enjoy seeing what other families purchase so I can get ideas for the future. So I will leave a link to Azure Standard down below if you want more information about what this is all about. It's the place where I can find the very best prices on a lot of my bulk foods, and I just really enjoy the company and what it stands for. So make sure you check them out. And for now, I'm going to actually, I think, make a snack for the children using some of this sun butter. That we had dinner before we went, It's been a couple hours and they're going to be hungry again. So I've got to go get busy taking care of the kids. I hope you had a blessed day, and I'm looking forward to a video that I've been working on all week that'll be coming out later on, and can't wait to get it out to you guys. But until then, I'll see you later. Bye.